Hello everybody, my name is Alex and I'm a content creator for tech startups. And this is Finn. He doesn't want to be here. What's going on everybody? My name is Alex and I'm a content creator for tech startups. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 5 ways to be more confident on camera. Confidence in front of the camera is probably one of the hardest things to do, and just feeling more natural to talk to a camera is something that you have to acquire over time. And it's definitely a skill that I did not start out with. It wasn't something that I just had off the bat. I go back and I look at my early videos and I can tell that I was very uncomfortable. So I definitely understand where you're at. So let me give you a couple tips to help you out along the way. Alright, so number 1, let's talk about the number 1 thing that I always see that people try to do when they first try to record a video. Everybody tries to record everything all at once. They want to just keep talking, think it has to be done in one take, and break it up. Take pauses. Take time for you to bullet point out your script. Make sure that you know what you're saying. Make sure you take the time to say each sentence. You don't have to say everything all at once. It was actually recently that I was trying to work with somebody on an online course, and they just wanted to talk the entire time and keep rambling and keep going. And I made the comment of saying, hey, stop after a sentence or two. It's so much easier to get across a point of a sentence or two than to try to remember a whole paragraph. Now, if you're doing a monologue, that's a different story. But if it is just video content that you have a script in front of you and you can break it up into different parts, that's the perfect thing to do. Make sure that you just take your time with it. You can redo stuff. The amount of times in this video alone that I redid the intro, it's just how it rolls. It's just how you gotta do it. It makes it a lot easier because you take your time and you focus on the different sections itself rather than trying to give out the whole video in one go. Now the first tip goes kind of into the second tip, which is know what you're going to say when going into a recording. Now for myself, I don't necessarily script out my entire video, but what I do is I give myself bullet points. I kind of walk through it in my own head as to what I want it to look like. So having that idea of what you're going to talk about going into a video makes it so much nicer when you get stuck or you start stumbling over some words. Knowing what your general goal is for a video is very nice, and having either a bullet pointed out script or a full-on script to guide yourself, it's very nice, and it doesn't cause many ums and uhs and a bunch of other things that are very difficult to edit in post. So that was number 2, know what you're going to say, know the topic going into it. And then number 3 is relax. You can edit it. This kind of goes along with number 1 and number 2 of you're rushing through it, you kind of feel like you have to get everything in one go. No, that's the beauty of video editing. If you have a bad take, do it again. If you flub up a word or create an and an on, you think you can do it better, then do it. This will make your video in the end look more professional, and it also will calm you down because you don't have to get it perfect in the first run. It's so nice to have a sentence that you've said a bunch of times over and over again and you kind of tweaked it a little bit. I've done it throughout this video so far. You wouldn't know it because I edited it out, but I definitely have done it. I've said certain sentences in this video that I tweaked even while just recording. It's kind of like an art form. You gotta just relax with it and just know that you can edit. You can edit afterwards. You can come back and you can find all of the perfect takes and put them perfectly in the video to make your masterpiece of a video. So relax. You can edit it. So number 4 is more of a strategy type of tip of whether or not you have a preference of how you want to record. So there's 2 ways to record. You can either record by yourself or you can record with people. Myself, I like recording alone. If I have anybody in the same room as me while I'm sitting here talking to a camera, I feel very uncomfortable. There's a lot of major YouTubers that are like that. I know PewDiePie is like that, just as the number 1 big boy. Even the number 1 dude has issues recording in front of people. But there are also people that thrive off of being a vlogger type, that is just bouncing ideas off of people, gaining that energy from other people. And if that's how you are, that's totally fine. It's just finding that workflow for you of whether or not you are a person that needs somebody behind the camera to help you out a little bit, ask you some questions, make it more conversational. Or if you're like myself and you kind of just like the calmness of being able to just monologue for 30 minutes. That's what I enjoy. I enjoy just sitting here and talking to a camera and just blabbing on. I'm a person that likes to talk, so being able to talk without any stopping and any questions or interjections is very nice for me, but might not be nice for you. So finding that perfect point of whether or not you like having people around you to help you out with your video and kind of bounce that energy off of, or if you like just recording in your room by yourself, alone, that also works too. So number 5, I saved the best for last. Number 5 is to have fun with it. One thing I told somebody before is talking to a camera is kind of like karaoke. It's not supposed to feel normal. It is definitely gonna feel awkward the first couple times you do it. I still feel awkward talking. Like I said, if people are in the room with me, I feel extremely awkward talking to a camera. It's just I found my way of doing it for myself and my own methods to make myself feel more comfortable. But just have fun with it. You're making a video. You're taking a small snippet of your life and your time and putting it into film, putting it onto a digital camera, and you're gonna do something with it. It's supposed to be cool. It's supposed to be fun. And like I said, it's just like karaoke. It's supposed to be awkward. So be fun, be creative, be spontaneous, be energetic, make a character if you want. All of these things can help you and just being more comfortable and more confident in front of a camera. Again, it's just all about having fun. It's all about just practicing and keeping going at it, but a lot of it is just have fun with it. Nobody's gonna judge you, nobody's gonna think anything of you, and especially if you are just having fun with it, nobody has anything to judge you for. If anything, they're gonna wanna know how you're having so much fun just talking to a camera. Like right here, I'm in my zone. I'm in where I feel comfortable. I feel very comfortable talking to a camera because I think it's fun. I think it's something that is unique and that a lot of people don't necessarily have the skills to do. But the funny thing is it's not as hard as a lot of people make it out to be. It just takes some time, it takes some practice, and it takes just not caring and having fun with it. So I hope these 5 tips gave you a little bit of an insight on how to be more comfortable in front of the camera. I kind of sat down for a little bit and tried to write out a bunch of different ones. I first started out with 3 and then found that there was, there's a lot more things that go into just talking to a camera and a lot more ways that I could be of help to others that are trying to be more confident. It's a process though. It definitely is. It's finding your voice on camera is like finding your voice in anything else. It's just being able to be comfortable and understand that it's weird, and talking to an inanimate object of a camera is weird, but there's this weird connection of you have to realize that there's gonna be somebody on the other end that's gonna watch this, and it's like talking and giving your story to somebody else, which is the part that makes it fun for me. But find out what makes it fun for you, or if it's just for a job and you gotta do this for something, hey man, just try those tips that I asked. Maybe have a friend help you out. Maybe script it out a little bit, give yourself some bullet points, just so that you're not going in dark. All of these are, in my opinion, very helpful. They've worked for other people that I've given them to, so I thought, why not give it out to the world? So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little bit of something. I look forward to seeing all of these tips help you in your future video creation endeavors. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is Alex with Type Studio. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and make sure to follow us on all our social medias. Thanks again. I really appreciate it, and I really genuinely hope that this helps. All right, have fun. Go make videos. And leave any questions in the comments if you have any. I'd be very willing to help. Goodbye.